Yo, this is T-Fit here with Fit Bully TV. I'm here with Sabrina. You're the COO, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
How long you been with X-Dog?
It'll be 2 years in December.
Okay, what brought you here?
Actually, my love of working dogs. I used to train at the old facility. That was the old X-Dog headquarters, and so that was how I met Stan.
I see. Look, so people always have asked me since I started working with Zara moons ago, where to get equipment, utensils, tools to build muscle. Now, first thing about muscle, people, is it's a genetic thing, to be clear. You can build strength though, and that's strength. This is strength. Resistance bag, the X-Dog vest. This is version 3, right?
Yep.
Version 1 also works with the clips and drag bag version and version 3. Those are the two?
Yep.
So if you're
The
looking,
2s didn't have the rear D-rings.
there you go. If you're looking for specifically drag bag, which this bag can hold up to what?
I think we say not to go any more than like 15, 20 pounds just for the safety of the dog, but I mean, it can hold way more than that.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got 3 of the bags full of sand, and that joker's about 50 pounds. That's
So, for legal purposes, don't exceed more than 10% of the dog's body weight, but
there you go. But if you have a dog that can, see what it can do. So, first thing is I fell in love with the X-Dog vest. Even before I met her, I'd already purchased quite a few of them. For the reasons, if you know anything about dog weight pulling, there was a dog that was 13 years old who pulled a 3,000 pounds down a 60-foot path. This is not uncommon for pit bulls to do weight pulling competitions. So you're like, man, I want my dog to be able to do something like that. Where can I get the utensils? You got to measure chest and neck and all this complicated stuff. They figured out the small, medium, large, and then how to tighten some things up. You go, not a one-size-fits-all, but for the most part, a one-size-fits-all. So it solves a problem. Is there anything specific you think they should know about any of this stuff?
I mean, we could show them real quick where the D-rings are at.
Go ahead,
and how
go
you would
ahead.
do that.
Look, and this is the collar piece. This is
So
the working dog collar.
It's not
Sick.
technically a weight pull harness, but it is a good dog or a good tool to help condition your dog for that sport.
There you go.
So here you can see the rear D-rings. They fold out like so, and that's where you would attach the clips from the drag bag that come with that.
And this particular one has cooling systems too, right?
Heating and cooling. So they're gel packs. You can either put them in your freezer if you want the cooling effect now for the summer, or you can put them in the microwave when you want the cooling in winter. They just go right back in there.
And it also, people, flip that around for them so you can see. It comes with these patches right here. It comes with 6 bags. So what ends up happening is you can fill it up with sand. She told me fill it up with sand, not concrete.
I personally do BBs. BBs are more dense, but you can do sand.
BBs, huh?
Yep.
So that's even heavier.
Oh, well, I shouldn't have told you that.
Like, I'm looking for the gas. You understand? Whoever knows what's gonna fill these things up, be the heavier. Beads, huh? Well, we just learned something new today. So she said fill them up with beads. I've used concrete on one of them. I've used the sand on one. I'm using beads on the next one, to be clear. This thing right here, I put it on the scale. We have a scale at the house. It can get up to 11 plus pounds depending on clearly what you're filling it with. And as she said, this actually is not designed to weight pull, but it allows the opportunity. It's an amenity. But just adding this to your dog's walk.
But even if you have it, when you're starting out, when you're getting the dog acclimated, even if it's not necessarily filled with weight yet, we have the added resistance straps here, which helps a better fit on the dog. It makes sure that the movement isn't restricted, and it helps just add that additional layer of resistance training.
You go. There you go. There you go. Look, this, again, I had to come get some new ones, people. You already know.
Cobra clips.
That's the other thing, too. These clips make this so much easier. The old clips, they're not complicated, but listen. I closed one of my Apple Watch rings out trying to get that thing on mine one night because she would not stay still. So this right here, that clip, that buckle effect, you're like, whew, thank you, Jesus. This is going to be so much easier.
Yep.
Anything else they should know?
No, I mean, it's a pretty universal fitness tool. Helps pretty much any breed of dog, whether it's bullies, working dogs, like shepherds and Mals, dobies, or anything else you got.
Every dog should be moving, period. Every dog should, in my opinion, at least be doing a mile a day just in walking. She goes above and beyond with her dogs in terms of training. You already know my intent is to do the same as I get back into the dog space. This is some of the best equipment I've found, and the beauty about it is right here in Texas where I'm at. Forney, Texas is the headquarters. Get on xdog.com. If you're looking for something, trust me, I'm going to do unboxing, all kinds of videos moving forward, walking you guys through the opportunity this vest provides to boost and push your dog. If you're a fitness guy, you got the Fit Bullies, right? You're a fit guy, you know, at some point in time, you put on a weighted vest, so you know what this will do for your dog. Now, that don't mean keep it on it all the time. That means manage the outcome of the work by making sure you're putting in, it in the best conditions. So, what would you? How long should they keep this on a day?
So we do have people that leave it on up to 8 hours a day at a lower weight, but higher weight, I mean, if you want to do short bursts of intensity, kind of depends on where your dog's at physically, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, my main thing would just be to make sure that their dog's growth plates are fully closed, so that way you're not putting it on a juvenile dog or a dog whose, joints and ligaments aren't, prepared to take that load.
That right there is very important. But you guys, especially in the XL world, OFA tests, meaning the hips are good. There's so many things you got to go through, and larger breeds especially, it took a little bit longer to develop. So you don't want to create knee problems, hip problems, but you want to speed up that process. We already know a lot of the dogs suffer from hip dysplasia at some point, right?
And if they do want an added benefit other than like something like the vest and the drag bag, they can look into one of our supplements. We also have muscle building supplements, so that'll help you as they're younger as well.
Boom. There you go. You heard it here. Hopefully this helps people. Again, I got way more stuff coming from an X-Dog. I'm a believer. I don't hype nothing up I don't use. And I told her, I said, hey, one of my drag bags is kind of ripping. I think she said, hey, look, the average person uses that bag 3 times a year. I keep Zara and them on that thing almost twice, if not 3 times a week. Period. I want them doing as much as they can, building up their confidence, all this, building up the trust, our bond. I want to see how far they can go. I've had Zara drag that bag back and forth for about a mile, and it's not light. And she gets tired. Some of the days when it's overly hot, talked about the conditioning of your dog. I know not even to put the vest on mine.
Yeah.
She'll die. She will die. She ain't got that dog. Well, she got
Especially
that dog.
the brachial breeds.
There you go. So tell them about that. I know what that is. They don't. Smushed in nose objective is what
so
she said.
basically when you have those dogs like a Frenchie or some bullies that have, the smaller, tighter faces, their airflow is a little bit, I don't want to say restricted, but it's a little more difficult for them to just breathe compared to a shepherd or another breed of dog. So you do want to be careful and mindful of that when you're exercising them. Always make sure that your dog, has access to, obviously air and water. We actually also have these come with some bowls. You don't want to feed a dog or water a dog directly before you work it out or directly after.
Yeah, bloat, water belly, just a bunch of things to take place.
But you do want to make sure that they are hydrated.
Absolutely.
So to help with that, these all come with collapsible bowls as well.
Boom. I tell you, man, you go get an X-Dog vest by the time I'm done. I got some crazy stuff I'm about to do with these dogs. True beasts, people. Look, Tifa here with Fit Bully TV. Signing off. Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it. Check out the site.
Thank you for your time. Yeah, check the site out.
Bye, y'all.